Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
I used to absolutely crush.
So don't need caffeine to go to the gym.
Okay, you definitely. Here's the thing. You definitely don't need caffeine to go to the gym, and that's
No.
It's really scary how much pre-workout people actually use. But
Yeah,
I'm saying like me and whoever else, like we were probably like 15 years old, just crushing just way too much pre-workout, and I can't imagine
taking real pre.
Really. I can't imagine what. Hey guys, welcome back. I'll say that in a sec. But I can't imagine what like it would do. So like a 15-year-old heart is definitely like healthier, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like I don't know. Like that's just the most caffeine that a 15-year-old could like intake is probably just dumping pre-workout and whatever they're drinking compared to whatever else. But yeah, no. So pre-workout, cool, caffeine. Don't know how much was in it, but there was a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me, you got Devin. We are back. And we got things to talk about, Devin. I'm not gonna lie. We got things. When I say things, I mean things.
You mean things?
Like
Is that bum things?
I mean,
Blood things,
coaches getting fired. Coaches getting fired. Quarterbacks mad that they're not getting hired. Odell doing pretty bad since he retired. But it's there's a lot going on. So we could predict some games, or I could drop a little drama on you.
I'd love some drama.
Okay, I was about to say, I didn't know which way you wanted to go, so
all of that sounds a lot better than the actual state of the NFL, because holy shit, is it abysmal.
Oh, and don't worry, we will get into that as well. But I mean, it is good. And, well, let me not say good, but because
it's dramatic. The actions of the drama that cause the drama are not good, though.
In terms of the drama scale, like it's up there for sure. But I guess so. Sharon Moore, I'm assuming Sherrone. Sharon. What is it? Sharon Moore?
We'll call him my Sharona.
We'll call him. Michigan's former coach. Former head coach.
Head coach after Harbaugh left.
So he gets fired on Wednesday, right? I get notification, fired on Wednesday, and it was crazy how many different notifications there were.
It was weird getting all those notifications because it didn't make any sense. It was like Sharon Moore fired. Sharon Moore involved in misconduct. Sharon Moore arrested. Sharon Moore in custody. Sharon Moore will not be released from custody. Sharon Moore did this, did that. It's like, holy shit. In like the span of 12 hours.
So he was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member.
Which, when I first heard that, I thought this is just a way to get him out. But then
I don't know. I mean,
you quickly realize that he definitely did that shit.
Well, okay. See, here's the thing, though. It seems to be that okay. It seems like from what I've read and from everything that this was a like I said, it was a relationship. So it wasn't. He didn't do anything at first to her or whatever. It seems like he was fired on that Wednesday. They broke up. She left him on that Monday. That's the reports. She left him on that Monday, started to cooperate with the school about the relationship and told them about it. Or I guess they were already sniffing into it or investigating. So She starts to cooperate with them, and then I guess they fire him. Now here's the thing. Two things. He's married with 3 kids.
He's married, very married. Yep.
At least was. At least is married at the time of this recording. Maybe not.
Sure.
A week from now.
Legally
But
married, he is.
so like, because at first I was like, like in reality, right? I'm assuming that if this was like a Division III school, they wouldn't really care who your head coach is like dating. Like I don't know,
No.
like what staff
And
member.
in all honesty, he's a head coach who was also involved in a prior scandal, had been suspended over the last year or 2 years ago, Michigan bullshit. Like, has not performed well. Like, isn't like Nick Saban. Like, if Nick Saban was doing this, there's no way, number one, this is coming out. Number two, like, no one would ever know. Like, this all seems like, yes, this is coming out because it's him and it's like they were going to fire him anyway, I'm assuming. But the timing of it is all kind of odd. I just don't, I'm not really
Well,
sure what happened after, though. Why he, like, I don't, that's the confusing part to me.
so you know how you're saying like, oh, this is all like seems like a weird coincidence how it all like the timing, whatever. It seems like there was a missing piece, and that was him,
Yeah,
and more specifically, uh, where his mental health was at.
yeah,
Because apparently, before even the violent occurrence, the violence that occurred before that happened, his wife had called the police, worried about
yeah,
his mental health or whatever, and was worried about him. Apparently, he goes to the girl's apartment, breaks in, and then from I don't know, I didn't read something that was too detailed, but from what I read, he was just grabbing like knives and threatening to like nothing to her, just end his life, just be like, yeah,
okay.
it was just like, this is your fault, this is on your hands, whatever. And
See,
obviously he
it was
didn't do
very
it.
confusing because all of the stuff was like arrested for breaking and entering and burglary and assault or whatever the fuck it was. But it was never like no one ever, none of the reports were like breaking into his girlfriend's house or whoever. So I didn't know whose house he broke into. I don't know if he pulled a Stetson Bennett and just knocked on doors and broke into someone's house and fucked some shit up. But so it was this chick's
Yeah,
house. Okay, that makes more sense.
there's also like a stalking charge involved, which makes
Yeah,
me think that she may have left him even earlier,
yeah, a while.
or
Yeah,
she left him on Monday, and in those 2 days it was that bad.
yeah,
Like I'm assuming he was obsessed with this situation, and in two ways, he could have either been obsessed where he was just in love, like this
sure.
guy's just in love with a stripper, like he's just in love with this side chick, or he's like, look, if my wife finds out about this, like you better like shut up, like
Well,
stop,
if
like what are you doing?
honestly, like the fact that the school uh, found out about it was worse. Forget the wife.
Yeah.
He's got fired.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. It's like the school finds out, I'm gonna get fired. Everybody's gonna find like I'm saying. I think he wanted to keep this I'm assuming he may have been stalking, harassing, whatever, for more of the intention to uh uh, uh keep her quiet, shut her up.
Yeah, yeah.
People cannot find out about this,
But
and people found out.
how dumb do you have to be to get fired for this? Like, I know what's his name, Celtics head coach got fired for it, Ime Udoka or whatever. You still got a job. Just don't break into the bitch's house and go crazy. He'll get a job. Now he'll never get a job again in any football ever, ever. He might
Well,
not get a
yeah,
job ever.
probably not. Yeah, no, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. A couple felonies on your record
Yeah,
it might be a problem.
yeah,
But I mean, it's it's a situation where it's like this is this all like if people want to talk about cheating or whatever, it's like I'm not gonna lie, there's more work that what he did, breaking into her house and being all violent and grabbing knives and stuff. That's like 10 times worse than just like cheating.
Cheating on
Like
your
yes,
wife.
cheating is bad, but I'm saying in terms of like harming somebody or actually hurting or causing physical, like there's no
And also,
you're not
like,
you
making the situation a million times worse. You can cheat on your wife and, yes, get fired and, yes, get divorced, but you're not going to go to jail.
yeah, this isn't the first athlete or celebrity or coach or whatever to cheat on their significant other.
Earl
Like
Thomas.
that's not the part that's not the part that's shout out Earl Thomas, but that's not the part that's like that's not the big shocker. Like that's not the
No,
big
no,
shocking
no, no.
part. It's what he did afterwards.
Like, no,
And
when I saw
like
that he
I
got
don't
fired for having a relationship, it was like, cool. You had a relationship, you fucked up, you got fired. Leave it at that. Go get a job at fucking Western Michigan and work your way back up. Like,
and I don't even want to I'm not defending him. I'm not defending obviously this
no,
guy's a
no.
fucking idiot. But I will say, like, if he was single, right? If he was single, he's not married, doesn't have kids, and he starts to date a staff member. That alone, like, I guess in 2025, like, yeah, there's policies, but okay. But here's the thing: why? Why are there policies? And you can give me like the basic answer, but I'm still gonna ask. I'm gonna ask why again. But
Technically,
like,
he is their
like the
boss.
basic answer.
Technically, they work for him.
Okay. So okay, but what I'm saying is
I mean,
no. Well,
outside
no.
of
I
like
mean,
just
so
basic ethical things, there's nothing terribly wrong. Now, like, is it worse to have relations with a staff member or a student, i.e., Lane Kiffin?
yeah,
Like,
no, it's definitely.
what's
But
worse?
but that's what I'm saying though. It's like she's a staff member of University of Michigan, not him,
Agreed.
not Sharon Moore.
No, I know, but
It's
he's in a
like so can
position.
like I'm saying.
He's in a position of power. He's in a leadership position of power. It's
All right, so we doing this, but it's not. It's not that. It's not this guy. This it's a man with power. If it was the other way
no, no,
around,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna assume it'd still be against conduct of policy, whatever the fuck the word term is. Um, it'd still
Code
be
of
a problem.
conduct. Yeah,
There you go.
but same
But
thing
no,
with
I'm
same
just
thing with
saying.
Ime. It was like, no, like the issue isn't that you're cheating on your wife. The issue was that you're with someone who's on your staff.
But but that's what I'm saying though. It's just it. I don't know. A part of me. It's like I understand fully. There's a history. There is a. I'm sure there's a fully perfect lined out reasoning throughout the history of the world on why there's policies set in place
Sure.
to make sure staff isn't they're not dating each other. But staff members date each other.
Now,
Like, are we gonna play this fucking stupid game?
the issue is the level of the staff member. You know,
All right,
like if
I guess.
the dean is dating an associate professor, that's different than like two professors dating.
But I'm saying I know that this type of shit goes down. This scales down to 9 to 5 jobs
Of course.
that companies have this shit set in place where it's like y'all cannot date each other. What are y'all doing?
Well, again, like I don't think there's much of an issue if you're dating on the same level. But if the boss is dating his assistant or is dating
But why can't? Okay, but why? So what if the boss is dating her assistant?
whose assistant? That's an issue.
Her, you said his assistant. I'm saying, what if it was her assistant?
That's also an issue.
I just feel like it wouldn't be. Like, okay,
Who is
who is the chick? Was it Baylor? Was it Baylor? It was Baylor's head coach who it was so stupid. They were trying to make a meme about 6'7", and it's fucking almost 2026. But they cut to her, right? And she's the head coach of Baylor or whatever. If she was dating a male cheerleader,
Yeah.
you know what? Back that up, because probably a student. If she was dating a male assistant coach, whatever the fuck, I don't even know if we'd find out. I don't know if we'd ever know.
That's true. That is true.
Like, I think the problem, I'm not gonna lie, the problem is the cheating, and I don't blame for even, if that is the case, them being like that, because it's like, dude, we can't have some dude cheating on his fucking wife, and it's with 3 kids, like have that shit going on here. Like, we already were in scandals with fucking Jim giving burgers out. Like, now you're cheating on your wife.
Jim was.
We look bad, So
Teddy Bridgewater was giving burgers out. Jim was stealing signs and doing whatever the fuck else.
No, I think Jim sat down for a burger or two that he wasn't supposed to have.
No, Jim has definitely sat down for illegal burgers, but
okay,
who cares? But then, I mean, Sharon Moore took the brunt of Jim's. Like, they won the national championship and then leaves, and then Sharon Moore takes the suspension. The school takes the fine. Sharon Moore takes the fine. Like, all this shit happens, and then Michigan is not where they need to be football-wise. None of these are excuses to cheat on your wife or have relations with a staff member.
I was about to say, like, maybe.
No, none of these are
maybe Sharon
stress-related injuries, but I don't know. I mean, it's
but
you can get into the ethics of this.
Maybe
for a long
Sharon
time,
Moore though.
But it's the after the fact that is the biggest issue. Again, Ime Udoka is the head coach of the Rockets. He didn't win a national. I mean, he didn't win a title, which goes to show that Joe Mazzulla is not really that impressive, but is what it is. But yeah, I mean, if he didn't break into her house, he would have been fine.
Yeah, no, if he didn't break into her house and do a whole bunch of other crazy shit afterwards and get all these things stacked. Because, I mean, like I said, it was like harassment, breaking and entering, and then there was some stalking shit too. So I'm going to assume that this was more than just this incident.
Yeah.
There was a reason why there was an already ongoing investigation on this situation. So
that's the other thing. It's like it's always dead silent until one thing breaks, and then it's just everything goes up in flames. Like, you find out all of this stuff, not in pieces. It was all at the same time. It was everything. Like, his whole life's fucked in a matter of 12 minutes. Even though Michigan had probably known about this for the entirety of the year. Like, you're the head coach of Michigan football. You're not you can't sneak around. There's no sneaking around without anybody knowing. You work for a college. There's no secret shit. So the issue with all of these scandals is, like, Michigan knew about it. And that's why, like, the timing is weird. Like, you're at the end of a shitty season. You're probably going to get fired anyway. And then this shit happens. It's weird.
No, I mean, that makes sense. If it's like week 4 and we still got a shot, we're not going to sit here and waste our time firing you yet. But
then
we know about it.
Of course.
But I don't know. I think he's gonna obviously have some face. He's probably face some jail time. I mean, something bad's gonna happen to him. Something. He's gonna go to jail, and I mean, probably deservingly so. You can't break into a woman's house and threaten her with violence, even if it's to yourself.
Sure. And it's also like,
because
like, you're putting your entire career and marriage into the hands of someone who doesn't give a shit. Like, she's gonna tell somebody. She's gonna tell somebody.
Like, who do we know who this chick is?
No, we probably never will know.
It's like I haven't heard a name or figured it
Is
out.
it Jane Doe?
Honestly, we probably will know. I mean, if we don't, if it's not out yet, it's gonna come out. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna have to be after he's in jail.
Sure, probably. Yeah, maybe like after the court case.
After
I mean, I don't know
all
what
of
type of.
this settles, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Well, you did this and then you did that. Like 48 hours later. Um,
Yeah, I'm not
have fun
sure
in
that
jail.
there's much of a question about the incidents. Mark Sanchez stuff too. We'll find out about that at some point, but
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. I mean,
it's out on bail. I guess
he's not gonna he's not gonna work again. Obviously, he's not gonna get another job anywhere else. But he's
not
probably
in
got
the
enough money.
not in the industry that he was trying to work in. No, for next. No, he will probably be selling real estate soon.
I don't know. I'd be a little scared if
I don't know.
if I'm going to tour a house and
Hey,
Mark Sanchez opens the door.
that'd be awesome.
Because I might just have a dolly with a barrel of grease and then get fucking stabbed. So who knows?
It's so much worse that it's
But
like
no,
it's an honest old 70-year-old who's like literally just picking up grease from a fucking restaurant.
what's crazy is like when they're like, oh, like remember like they were like, oh, Conor McGregor punched an old man in a bar. It's like
Yeah.
Conor McGregor grazed an old man in a bar. Mark Sanchez beat the dog shit out of an old dude and it still got stabbed.
Still got stabbed and pepper. Yo, he fought through pepper spray. That's why he got stabbed. Because he was being pepper sprayed and fought through it and then got stabbed
Yeah,
and walked away from it.
dude.
And then said, I need to see my
If
family. And the
any
family was
NFL
like, fuck you, dude.
any NFL quarterback is charging at me post pepper spray, they're gonna be lucky if they're just stabbed. Like that's
They're lucky
insane.
it wasn't a fucking bullet. Yeah, it's crazy.
But no, yeah, no, that's the big thing. It's like Mark Sanchez is lucky he didn't get his ass shot. Because that could have easily happened. But speaking of money and who's got enough and who don't got enough, there's somebody that apparently don't got enough money. Some shit that won't last a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
It's Odell Beckham Jr.
Hasn't he said that before?
No, so apparently he went on a whole rant on the pivot, and he starts off by saying, I know if I never make another dollar, I'll be fine. So apparently he'll be fine, he says, but then goes on this real like kind of emotional rant about how people think $100,000 it's just gonna last you a lifetime, and it's just or no, excuse me, $100 million. It's just gonna like last you a lifetime when you gotta buy this and I gotta buy my mom's a house and I gotta do that. And he actually starts off by going like, I gotta buy this and I gotta get that, and then or no, because he's like, sorry, I'm all over the place. But he's like, you get this money and you wanna spend this and buy that, and then Ryan Clark interrupts him. He's like, and save, and he's like, yeah, and save and like invest. he's like, and
Dude,
then they're all like, right, because
he's sitting there talking to 3 former NFL players, Ryan Clark, Shannon Crowder, and whoever the fuck else is there. Who?
Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor. 3 dudes who have probably saved their money, but also work. Like, the pivot is a job. Ryan Clark, for as much of a dickhead he can be, he works. He makes his living. Like, he makes his money work for him. He has his own brand, and he does all this stuff. Continue with what the rest of Odell was saying that makes him sound incredibly stupid.
But he's saying, $100 million. He's like, the average Joe, they just think that's going to last a lifetime. So we're 2 average Joes, Devin. Let's talk about $100 million in a lifetime and what that could possibly do for you, or how long you could last while spending. Because when I started looking to it, and I was like, well, growing up or whatever, just through the years, seeing Odell, it's like he's definitely flashy. And he says he's like, you're going to be flashy. You're going to buy this and buy that. Like,
you're not going to be. You choose to be.
You don't have to be.
You don't have
like
to
you,
be.
you choose. Like you definitely choose to waste your money on things. But then I really start looking into it, right? And I start seeing these things, and it's let's see, so at least 2.5 mil in the garage he's got. Remember, he converted $750,000 into Bitcoin,
Yep.
and supposedly he
For
cashed
his
out over
contract.
$1 million. Yeah. Supposedly he cashed out for $1 million, but let's be real, we don't know when the fuck he cashed out.
No.
We don't know when. We don't know when he did what he did. We don't know where Bitcoin was sit when he cashed out. We'll never know.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it doesn't matter. It's $750,000 when you've made $100 million in your life. So says he cashed out, yeah, but doesn't. We don't know when he pulls out. He spent almost $2 million, $1.8 million on his teeth, on the veneers. He wore, what was that? Remember the $350,000 watch in the game, while a Cleveland Brown,
Yep.
in game, while a Cleveland Brown. He's got $20,000 on shoes, $480,000 on a diamond ring, $480,000 on a diamond ring. Benz for mom, Jeep for sis, Ford F-250 for pops. House for mom, house for himself, wherever he is, obviously. You know what the craziest thing is, Devin? Still got plenty of money. Plenty of money left.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we? Because obviously he starts like taxes and shit. So you really gonna come out with 60 mil? Only 60 mil.
The average Joe will never, ever make $60 million. Ever. For their entire life.
The average Joe with more bedrooms than kids that can take a month off for vacation, that's got a 4-car garage, isn't touching that much money in a fucking lifetime.
Hell no.
We're talking $60 million. And plus all the other endorsements you got, Mr. Nike, Mr. Runway, Mr. Like, what are we? You're Odell Beckham Jr. You're going.
He was the biggest name in all of sports. I don't even know what his career earnings are. Is it $100 million?
$100 million. He said, I've made $100 million over my football career.
Yeah, from his salaries.
Just football.
Just football. Like, he was the biggest thing in sports for 3 years. So there, in no world, like, if he were to blow all that money, it's completely his fault. Like, there's no one he can blame it on. Doesn't make any sense to make an excuse.
But it's just I'm confused where in the same breath you go, I'm gonna be good, but just so y'all know, like $100 million don't just last you a lifetime.
If you
So
fucking
it's like,
spend
are you
it,
saying like, yeah, if you, because that's just the shit. That's the shit that I found on the first Google page, the first page of Google.
and that doesn't
try to look
involve
up like shit
all
Odell's
the bullshit
purchased.
he did early in his career. Because you got to remember, the second he made that catch, he's partying with Kardashians and everyone who's got money.
Fucking
Like,
Drake.
he is, for Drake, like, he is in Money Town. Like, Drake could pop out and just hand him $1 million, and he can go spend it on whatever the fuck.
But this is the same type of spending habits that could lead you into a casino, or could lead you into some shit where it's like, oh, you really gonna lose your fucking money.
Of course.
So I don't know. It's just like hearing Odell Beckham Jr. complain about $100 million. What isn't enough?
Boo-hoo, buddy.
Because it's only $60 million.
Boo-hoo.
And then you got like, and this is after like what, last year when Cam's like, I need some money, like I need to feed my kids. It's like,
see, that's
you
why
were
I
making
got
$1 million.
Thing. He was like, I need money to feed my kids, and then goes, I'm not getting out of bed unless it's $5 million a year. I'm not touching an NFL.
I'm rich.
Field.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
We
all remember the clip. I'm rich. That's what he was telling a 14-year-old on a football field. I'm rich. All right, cool. But no, it's just crazy to hear.
That would be if LeBron said, $1 billion, it's kind of, can just go by like that sometimes, It's like, well,
bro, but even like Jordan, right? Even Jordan, like you're not hurting. Like he wasn't he wasn't hurting. He was. I don't care. I don't care who got killed because of what. Michael Jordan wasn't hurting. All right, the man wasn't hurting. Like he was Nike. Like we're talking about people who
He still
obviously
is
Odell.
Nike.
Obviously Odell ain't touching that type of money. He ain't a billionaire. But no, 100 millionaires, 60 millionaires can get by in life very easily. And that's with every car to the to close family members and house for mom and $20,000 shoes and $500,000 on a ring and all this. It's obviously you're gonna make it a little harder, but I mean, like, no, if you are rich, you're gonna splurge, and you can splurge and still be fine. That's the craziest thing, because Odell is gonna eventually retire. He'll eventually retire and then have a fucking pod.
Is he not retired?
No, he's still fucking begging teams to sign him. He's gonna have a podcast or whatever, the Catch Pod, the 1-3 podcast. Like, it's gonna be some fucking stupid. He's gonna do what he does. Like, it's just, he's gonna have plenty of money. He's gonna have plenty of bread. This is stupid. This is stupid. I wish one of them would have cut him off and be like, Odell, shut up. What are you talking? You see us, like, all three of us, because I'm telling you right now, Ryan Clark, Shane Crowder, Fred Taylor,
none of them ever touched him fucking even 60 mil in their careers.
Fuck no.
Like,
absolutely not.
Ryan Clark was a fucking boomstick for 10 years. That was it.
Well, I mean, he was still getting paid.
He was getting paid, but he's still out here working.
I mean, but regardless, Odell, he's a fucking idiot. But
it is a shame that
Devin. Let's talk.
Sorry, it's a shame that he thinks that way.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I mean,
I don't expect anything different.
Like he said in the beginning, if I don't make another dollar, I'll be good. So
that's all you need to do.
I guess you can make it. You can make it last. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what his point is. But all right, moving on from that. So Thursday night football, Devin. I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
Well, because there was a time. There's a time this year. There was at one point this season where Baker Mayfield was in MVP conversations, and the Bucs were no question going to win the NFC South, and everything was going to be great. And then, like, just things, one thing after another. It's like, lose this guy, and they lose this game, but then, like, hold on, they win this game, they hold on. It's like, all right, maybe they got a chance, and then lose a couple more guys, and then becomes a serious issue. And now they're at a point where, obviously Baker, dealing with injuries, and then playing like shit. It's almost like a Final Destination movie, like the beginning of it, where it shows all the catastrophic shit, like just the little tiny details, like the pins of the roller coaster track or whatever, or wherever it's just it's Bucky Irving down, Mike Evans down, Chris Godwin, he's been down. They finally scraped him up last week. Like,
well, then all of that happens, and then it was like everything's fine. Like, things are still okay right now. Schedule gets a little tougher. They play some more comp, lose a few games. We go, okay, they're not full strength Bucks, but they're gonna win the easy games. They're gonna beat the teams they're supposed to beat still. These last two games are as close to nails in a coffin as you can get without being a bomb. Like, there's a ton of nails in their coffin now. Like, this is really, really bad.
I mean, so they're 7-7. They lose to the Saints, and then they lose to Atlanta, which
divisional teams.
What are we doing? It's like not only divisional teams, but it's teams that you're better than.
Like, you are miles better than the Saints. And yes, you don't expect Kirk Cousins to throw 3 touchdowns to Kyle Pitts, who's never done anything in his entire career until now, which is insane. Like,
That
I
was
don't know
not a
what the fuck
fucking
just
touchdown.
happened.
That was not a fucking touchdown.
No, it's
Can we
bullshit.
go? Do you know which touchdown I'm talking about?
Yes, I haven't watched it a bunch, but
Okay. All right. Without even pulling it up and describing it, the final touchdown that Kyle Pitts scores, and I'm much more angry and upset about it because I just watched my tight end score a touchdown to take the lead in a game, and then had to watch the whole internet, the whole world talk about how it was a touchdown,
how it was a
except
touchdown.
for I guess how New York felt about it that moment and said that Isaiah Likely
Yep.
didn't score that touchdown. So obviously at this point I'm pissed. I'm thinking, all right, well, we're gonna look at everything. We're gonna have to look at everything with a fucking magnifying glass now. We're gonna have to make sure. And then you have Kyle Pitts, who goes up to catch a ball. And as he goes up to catch the ball, lands down, boom, 1 foot in, and he's going down, 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 down. Elbow lands out of bounds. Hip hits after elbow. It goes elbow side, elbow hit, boom. You could say simultaneously, but here's the thing: if I got 1 foot out of bounds and 1 foot inbounds, and I catch the ball, am I inbounds or out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Okay. So if I land out of bounds, if I land half my body out of bounds and half my body inbounds, that's out of bounds. That's not a fucking touchdown. To the point where
Yeah.
it's like Mike Evans is crying on the damn sideline, just begging somebody with a fucking brain to replay that touchdown and actually look at it and see that Kyle Pitts did not score.
Yeah.
But regardless, they don't get the 2-point conversion. Baker still
Nope.
turns the ball over.
Nope.
So,
And then they kick a
it was
game-winning field goal.
Mr. Perfect, Mr. Us.
Yeah, whoever
fix
that
the
guy is.
hair.
This guy.
Boom. He was y'all kicker, right? He was. That's when he first hit the
Yes.
fix to the hair. But
I
no,
remember his
they
name.
catch the dub. Is it Zane? Is it Zane? That's not Zane. Who the fuck is it? Who is Zane
Not sure.
Gonzalez? Who is he the kicker for? Or is that Zane?
That might be Zane.
Is that Zane Gonzalez? I was gonna say we might be talking about Zane Gonzalez. I'm not gonna lie. Do I remember what the fuck the name of the kicker was that nailed it last night? I don't remember.
No.
I remember. I was pissed. I was fucking pissed. Young Hoku was the kicker at one point. So I don't know who was kicking over there, but
And
I
then
will say
with the Young Hoku thing, apparently when he stuffed that kick, he didn't. That was intentional, basically. He said the ball slipped, which it did, on the hold, and then he went to pull up, stabbed the toe in.
yeah.
He kicked the ground a foot before he got to the ball. I would really hope
Yeah.
he's not that bad.
It's like a drunk guy. He's like, yeah, no, see, I swerved and crashed to the truck because there was a family. There was a family on the sidewalk, so I swerved into the tree with my car.
In
Officer.
driving school, they told me to drive toward the lights, so I turned into the lights. I killed a
all right,
family
I
of 8.
guess. Sure. Yeah. He meant to do that. Yeah, I believe that for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
He meant to do that.
He meant
Absolutely.
to do that.
But the Carolina Panthers have New Orleans, so they're probably going to
Who
be
they
finishing.
will handily beat.
They're going to beat the New Orleans Saints, and they're going to be 8-6.
Well, yeah. So they had a bye, and yes, the Bucks blow into the Saints, and that was like, all right, this is bad, but you'll bounce back. Playing Kirk Cousins, all you gotta do is hold a little bit on defense, get the ball in the end zone a few times, call it a night. Don't turn the ball over. Instead, you turn the ball over a few times, you get fucked, and now you're about to, really, really lose the lead in the division.
And so obviously there's going to be 3 games left after this. They play each other twice, Carolina and Tampa.
So, yeah, unless they win both of those games, they're not making it.
Well, Tampa could win one and then they get to play Miami. That's their other matchup. So a game that and I know they lost to the Saints, whatever, but they should beat Miami.
Yeah.
And then you got Carolina, who their other opponent is Seattle.
Yep.
They're not beating Seattle. I know I'm not bought in, but I know what that defense is going to do to Bryce Young. It's not going to look good. Carolina's not beating Seattle. They're a game ahead, though. So it's the only way. They got to go 2-1. Carolina's got to go 1-2, at least.
Yep.
Now, if they beat Carolina twice, all right, cool, y'all got it. But right now at this point, you like gun to my head. If you asked me to predict this division, all right.
Right now,
Carolina's,
I'm saying Carolina.
but Carolina's losing to Seattle.
Of course, but had Tampa beaten either the Saints or the Falcons, if they won one of those games, I'd still say that the Bucs, because they would come in tied. They'd both be 8-6.
Mm-hmm.
That gives Tampa the advantage because they don't play Seattle.
Correct.
But based off of Tampa's prior performances, they'll probably split with the Panthers, and they could possibly lose to the Dolphins.
Oof. All right. See, that's the only problem. I think. I don't know. So
They should beat the Dolphins.
They should beat Miami, and I think Carolina's going to lose to Seattle. And I think I think that swing there or whatever make them tie there. Boom, cool. I'm not sure, and maybe here. Let me do a little extra digging. Here's the real question: is Tampa beating Carolina once? Is that going to give them a better divisional record with them if they tie? Because a 1-1 split's not going to mean anything. That's not going to give them the edge. It's going to be division record. And they lost
But
to
if
the
the
Saints. Go ahead.
If the Panthers beat the Saints, there's no way they don't have the division record up on the Bucs.
Well, if we're looking at it right now, obviously as of right now, they have control. They are in fourth place. They have a 2-1 division record. Tampa's 2-2. Okay. 2-1, 2-2. So tomorrow or Sunday, when Carolina beats New Orleans, they'll be 3-1.
Yeah.
Tampa will be, so they could end up with the same divisional record.
But Tampa has to beat them twice.
What is it? So they'll be 3-1.
So if the Panthers lose to the Saints,
yeah,
and then they split, then it's the same record.
Yes.
Given that they lose to Seattle and then the Bucs beat Miami, that's the same exact record. It would come down to a tiebreaker based off something else. If they beat the Saints, the Bucs have to beat the Panthers twice.
Carolina's winning the NFC
Because even if they
South.
tie, they still have the division record.
So Carolina's winning the NFC South. That's what's happening.
They have to if they beat the Saints, they win the South. That's what I'll say.
Fuck.
Because Tampa would have to win out, and Carolina would have to lose out if they beat the Saints. If they beat the Saints, it's over.
I'm gonna say they win it, but I'll change my answer depending on how they look versus Carolina the first game. If they put it on Carolina the first game, and they have to come back and play them for the division week 18, if they go in for the division week 18, I gotta take Baker. I have to.
No, for sure.
Now, but if they lose to the Panthers next week, obviously it's fucking over. There's no conversation.
No.
But yeah, no. Bucs lose to
if they lose to the Saints, if the Panthers lose to the Saints, they can split and still tie.
I just don't think that's gonna happen. There's just no way the Saints didn't look good beating Tampa.
No, they looked horrible.
Baker's who looked Baker looked horrible as well. Like it was really the Bucks playing like shit. So yeah, no, I don't. I think Carolina walks in there with all the confidence in the world, and they dog walk New Orleans. But all right, let's get into some predictions because we're at week 15 and we got some games. We got some important games, some good matchups, some bad matchups. But first, we got Baltimore versus Cincinnati.
Feels like deja vu
And
all over again, though.
and yeah, no, yeah, deja vu, love it. Now we can predict the game, and oh, who's gonna win, but that's not really the important conversation or narrative that's going on surrounding people that are going to be playing this game. So I guess to get the prediction out the way, Ravens season's over. I'm just gonna say that now. And the Ravens have not been able to produce when they had to, when it felt like their season was on the line. And honestly, at one point, it was like the Ravens don't care. Oh, they got rid of their ping pong table, and then they care for like a week.
What
And
did I tell you about the
yeah,
ping pong table shit? I hate that shit, bro.
nah, yeah, I
Fucking
wouldn't be
hate that shit.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they're sneaking it back in and just getting the ping pong. It might as well. Might as
I
well.
just
It
don't
might
think that
mean
shit works.
no, it didn't work. We just played Chicago.
Exactly.
We played Chicago and Miami, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! You take away ping pong
Oh my
tables, and the
god, these
Ravens win the
guys are so
Super Bowl."
focused. Wow, they're so
Um,
focused.
But no, I do believe we're at a point where the Ravens season is over and they're gonna play like it and they're gonna show that they are the Ravens and they're 6-7 and they suck and they have to win out essentially to win the division, and that's not gonna happen. And they're gonna need help from Detroit to beat Pittsburgh, which could happen, but that's all. It's all hypotheticals. So give me Cincy by 13.
I'm more hopeful for you guys in terms of this game. I think you guys definitely have a shot when it comes to this game. Just if you get the offense rolling. If you don't turn the ball over like you did against them 2 weeks ago, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 weeks
If you don't
ago.
turn the ball over like that, there's a definite chance of you guys winning. But even so, I mean, sitting 7-7 in a division that you're most likely going to lose, especially with the rest of the AFC kind of coming up, you guys aren't going to find a wild card spot with 8 losses.
No, you
Shit,
got
even
to.
7 losses.
You have to win the North.
You have to win the North at this point. So,
That's it.
unless everything goes your guys' way. I have hope for you guys in this game. It's kind of falsely driven, but I don't really have any trust in Cincy.
Well, I mean, just as the pressure has inclined, the product has declined.
But it's been like that
We
all year.
suck. We suck. So I mean, you can go. You
You
go
guys
in
have been
Baltimore.
playing like you guys have been playing like the season was on the line since the fourth quarter against Buffalo, week 1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And every time we play like the season's on the line, the season's
Goes very
over.
poorly. Yeah.
So that you're taking Baltimore?
I'm taking Baltimore, but I mean, again, it's a tough shot. You guys will split with Cincy. You're not losing both to Cincy.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But all right. What's really important about this is Joe Burrow's comments. I don't know if you've seen his comments about, I guess, football in general. He was
I
saying,
heard he just wants to have fun.
well, no, he was pretty like, bro was talking like, you were like, damn, Kurt, like Kurt Cobain, fucking all depressed, like Jesus Christ, like he was out there just like, he was like, if I'm gonna play football, I want to have fun, and if I'm not having fun, then what am I doing here, He was like, "What am I even?" Like he was giving a vibe where it was like, I'll give it to you like this. When Jamar Chase was asked about it, he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a fake video at first." He's like, "I didn't even think that like." He was like
What the
that type
fuck?
of negativity. He was like, "I'll never see that type of negativity from Joe." Like that came out of left field. I'm telling you, it came out of left field to the players.
That's crazy. Because it's kind of contrary. Like, I know Joe gets like that, but definitely next year when we see him, he's not going to have this attitude.
Well, I, a couple of
Not an
things. I
attitude you
think
have in your
Joe.
prime when you're playing for something. Like, right now, they're not playing for anything. Yes, go have fun. You're getting paid to have fun. When week one comes next year and you're facing a good football team, you're going to give a fuck.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think Joe Burrow doesn't give a fuck. I think one of two things. I think when he came back, he might have thought, we got a chance. We got a chance to run the table and fucking win some games. I think he thought that. I
Yeah.
do think he thought, all right, we can win football games. Like we are a football team. We can win games.
I don't know if he had
Let's go do it.
playoff, like,
You don't
real
come
playoff
back if
hope.
you don't come back if you don't think you have a chance to make the playoffs.
Fucking, we apparently do. We apparently bring our fucking.
Washington, y'all weren't eliminated.
Well,
Mathematically speaking, y'all were not eliminated. And as a franchise, you can't give up. You can't to the public. You can't give up. You can't give up to the public. You can't. You can't. You know
yeah,
you
you
can't.
can.
No, you can't. You know you cannot. If you are not mathematically eliminated, for those fans in that stadium, you have to show up to win those football games. Period. Period. That's from a business standpoint. Just a business standpoint. That's exactly how it goes. There's absolutely no chance. Like I said, you're making all this fucking money. You're gonna play some football. And I think Joe Burrow had that same mindset. But here's the thing.
See,
Go ahead.
well, no, I mean, it's just like the Jaden stuff. Like, the amount of times I've thought about calling, like, calling the Commanders, like, actual number and going, please, or writing them an email and just saying, please shut him the fuck down. Like, he does not need to play football anymore. Guess what? We do not care. We want to see
Sure.
him healthy next year.
Well, I think Burrow thought they actually had a shot. The way the AFC North looked, the way teams are looking, he thought
That's fair. No, I agree. But
now maybe he's at a point where he's like, all right, maybe we don't have a shot, but I'm Joe Burrow and I want to have fun, right? So if all I have is fun to rely on, to count on, and I can't even have that, I could see that becoming a fucking problem where next year it's like, sure, I might be more confident. We're 0-0. We got a chance to go win the Super Bowl, all that. But what happens if that same old line gives up that same pressure and you're getting those same type of injuries and you're lacking
yeah,
the same amount of fun? We're in a situation where now I see a lot of people saying stuff like, oh, Burrow's going to pull an Andrew Luck. I don't think that's happening,
hell no.
which would be insane. Mind you, with the fucking money he has, unless you're
He can do
Odell,
whatever
if
the
the
fuck he
type of money he
wants.
has, he could step away right now.
He's got
But
double the money Andrew Luck ever had.
I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into a scenario where, maybe it's a long shot, but you want to talk about absolute cinema in the offseason? Get a Joe Burrow trade request going.
No, that like, at this point, if I was Joe, I'd be pretty upset. And honestly, for him, kind of needs to look at other quarterbacks and their careers and guys who didn't get what they were supposed to get. Like, kind of the opposite of Aaron Rodgers. Like, Aaron had a good O-line, pretty good defense for a little while. No receivers, not a lot of offensive weapons in those last few years, and just extended his stay in a place where he thought he could win.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't think he sees what like what the Rams are doing for Matt Stafford or what the Packers are doing for Jordan Love. You don't. I mean,
Yeah,
Joe Burrow is definitely sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I'm getting
for real.
murdered out here,
Well,
destroyed.
and it's partly his fault, and it's partly Jamar's fault. And it's like, yes, I understand you guys are worth a lot of money, and you deserve the money that you're making. But it comes at a big cost, and your team is not good. But no, I can definitely see Joe being smart and getting out of there early, and I can also see Joe kind of sticking around for too long. So I don't know which path he'll take. And I don't
And
see a 1 to 2 year path where the Bengals are going to fix the issues that they have.
fuck no. There's
I
there's
don't think
so
they can.
many issues. There's so many
I don't think
issues.
they
There's
can
no
fix
way.
them. No, I know.
And
Shit, we were out here complaining about how mid Eli Apple was when they were in the Super Bowl. They would love to have Eli Apple. That they would love to have that Eli Apple back.
they would love they would love to
They
have
would
like
love to
Eli
have him back.
Apple and like the Buffalo Bills Josh Norman. They would
For real.
love to.
Yeah,
They'd kill
they
for
would
some
need
corners
that.
like that.
Yeah.
But I just think like now this quote could mean nothing. He could be a Bengal for life, whatever. Oh, I love Ohio, whatever. But there's not a single quarterback in the draft coming up that's worth a shit. The free agency market next year for quarterbacks is gonna be dry. Like, is Kirk Cousins gonna get signed by a team? Who the fuck cares? You want some cinema? You want something to talk about? You want some entertainment? Have Joe Burrow come out and request a trade. Even if he don't go nowhere. Even if he sits right where he is and plays for the Bengals for the rest of his career. If he requests a trade this offseason, man, we're gonna have something to talk about.
You're also we're also going to see like who's making the call. Who's calling Joe Burrow? Who's answering the phone for Joe Burrow? Which quarterbacks are on the hot
Mm,
seat here? Who are they actually going to pick up the phone? Who's
I
actually
mean,
going to pick up the phone?
off the top of my head right now, who's making a call for Joe Burrow? Minnesota.
Twenty
Get them
teams,
out the
man. I'm
way.
serious.
Obviously, I mean Miami, yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but I don't I think the 49ers head office is having a conversation about it. I think they're talking about it.
That'd be
I
sweet.
think I think they go, yo, hey, maybe. I think Vegas talks about it for sure. I know we just gave Gino a lot of money, but like this guy, we could- I think anybody that doesn't have a guy who can be in the MVP conversation next year is going to be, yeah, yeah. No, I think
Shit, Matt Stafford's getting old.
Matt Stafford's getting old. Like Joe Burrow's the type of quarterback that would make like Jerry Jones go. I mean, is Dak's not that good, you know?
Big time.
like that's some shit that would make him like
Big time.
make him come out of his coma for a second. Go, hey, now we might have to make this move.
Wait a second. I'm GM here. I can make some moves, but
Pull out my measuring tape. We're getting Joe Burrow. But I think
3 inches.
because yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Speculation.
I'm not guessing. But I guess moving on from that, you got Baltimore. I got Cincinnati. We got Buffalo and New England. Another
Huge
divisional
game.
matchup, and this is
Well,
essentially. Go ahead.
I said it's a huge game. It's if the Pats win, they win the division.
I'm about to say this is essentially for the East.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
It's also for like where it's the best gauge that we'll get on the Patriots this year.
Okay.
Like this late in the season, they're not playing anybody else the rest of the year. They're definitely going to win the division. Whether it's this game or fucking 2 weeks from now, who knows? But this at least gives us a bit more of a gauge than what we kind of have. For the Bills, it's I mean, what are they right now? 8-5,
9-4,
9-4,
8-5, 9-4,
either
something
one.
around there. I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
Go ahead though. What
they'll
were you saying?
they're gonna make the playoffs. This win would be huge for them.
Nine and
Um,
four.
9-4. Yeah. So they're gonna make the playoffs. This win would be huge. Again, if the Pats win, they clinch division lock. Everything's good. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I just think they got Baltimore. What do they got? Baltimore, the Jets, and Miami after this. New England. So
They got
they're
Baltimore.
winning the. Yeah, they got Baltimore.
Oh.
They got Baltimore, unfortunately. They got Baltimore.
You're right.
They got the Jets, and they got Miami. So yeah, no, they're winning the East. And the biggest problem I have with this, like, I don't hate the Patriots. I don't care. Like, I'm not, like, it's not like I don't. I'm not being biased. It's not. I don't have an issue with it. My problem is we're gonna have to tune into the first seed Patriots in the playoffs, playing some team that might be a little bit better and deserve that spot. And we're either gonna watch that
Yeah.
spot be wasted and watch watch New England shit the bed. I said that like there was an or. There's no or. I think we're gonna go and watch New England shit the bed. I don't like if you go back and look, nothing. They give me no. You look at their schedule. You look at their season. There's no hope for them dominating the playoffs. They beat Miami, Carolina, Buffalo. So okay, they beat the Bills. And when they beat the Bills, it was like, all right, but that's their best win. Like when I
And
go through the rest of this,
the Bills are not as dangerous as they once were at all.
nowhere near close to as dangerous as they were even a year ago. They beat Buffalo, then they beat New Orleans, they beat Tennessee, they beat Cleveland, they beat Atlanta, they beat Tampa Bay, they beat the Jets, they beat Cincinnati, and they beat the New York Giants.
Like after that Bills game, sure, you beat Tampa, but Tampa was so depleted at that point.
New Orleans.
And I've said it all year. Like they haven't super struggled against these bad teams. They've beaten these teams handily. They've beat all the bad teams, which is good, yes. But you get into playoff football, you get in the second round of the playoffs, especially if they're the 1 seed, you're going to be in a very, very different place than what they're used to being in.
Miami, Carolina, New Orleans, Tennessee, Cleveland, Atlanta, the Jets, the Bengals, the Giants. Those are horrible teams.
All of them.
Like these teams suck. Especially this year or whatever, how you feel. I'm sorry, Browns, Jets, Giants fans. Y'all know y'all suck. Y'all suck.
Yep.
And not a single one of these fan bases were going, damn, I can't believe we lost to the Patriots. Fuck. Like, y'all suck. Y'all like
Yeah.
this is like the Bears. This is kind of like the Bears, but even the Bears to me look a little more like they got something. Like the Bears aren't impressive to me at all, and they still impress me more than New England.
And yeah, no, the Bears do not impress me whatsoever. But the Bears have played tough teams and stuck in games with tough teams. And the offense looks 10 times better than it did last year.
Yeah.
This Pats team, yes, they'll make the playoffs, they'll win the division, but I'm taking the Bills though.
But if you just look at it, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, New England. The problem is there's kind of some other weak teams. So New England, they could play a team like right now. If it started, they'd be the 2 seed and they'd be playing Houston. Okay, New England should be Houston, but then they're gonna be looking at a team like Buffalo or the Chargers. I don't think they live up to a team like that. Now Pittsburgh and Jacksonville, maybe they could beat a team like that, but who the fuck knows if they're making it out the first round? Like this AFC race is kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. Like I do think right now, I'll say whoever comes out the NFC, an NFC team's winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna say that right now. Unless one of these teams,
an NFC team will be favored in the Super Bowl for sure.
1,000%. But I mean, if I'll take it all the way and just say it now. an NFC team is winning this division.
The
I mean, it's
Rams.
just is winning the Super Bowl. And it may just be the Rams. Who knows, Devin? But we will see the real Buffalo this game. I mean, this is essentially a playoff game. You know, it's for the division. It is what it like. This is the most pressure for, besides playing to get in or playing in the playoffs. This is the most pressure they're going to face this season.
For sure.
And do the Bills live up to it? Here's my thing. The Bills should have lost last week. Like they did
Yes.
not look good against Cincinnati. Like okay, and when I say that, like sure, numbers wise, yeah, Josh Allen MVP this and whatever, but they were getting their asses busted. It didn't matter what Josh was throwing because guess what? James Cook was fumbling, and like I said last episode, Joe Burrow was throwing like it was 70 and sunny outside.
Yep.
Until he wasn't. Like it was a crazy switch up where he went from like just chucking it to like my hand's frozen or something. I don't know what it was. He was throwing like his hand froze.
His brain, maybe.
It may be, but I don't know. I really. And then Buffalo the week before they played. Help me out here. Who'd they play the week before? It's fine. I'll find it real quick. Boom, boom. Buffalo the week before that. Boom, Cincinnati. Cool. Cincinnati. God, we talked about that game a lot. They played Pittsburgh. Which, how the fuck did that game end out? Why do I not remember how the Bills Steelers game panned out? I don't remember how that panned out, and I'm gonna pull it. My brain is so burnt right now. It's crazy that I can't remember these.
Wasn't it like 27-9 or something?
Let's just see. Let's go to the Bills real quick. Boom, boom, boom. The Bills. Yes, you were close. 26-7. Houston.
Okay.
Houston is who they lost to. They lost to
God,
Houston.
yes, Houston.
They had
because Josh got another concussion.
Yes, he got another concussion.
Because it was
they
last
also
year
lost,
Josh got knocked out.
They lost 30-13 to Miami. It's like they lost some games, bro. The Bills have beaten the Ravens, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints. They lost to the Patriots, the Falcons. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Chiefs. They lost to the Dolphins. They beat the Bucks. They lost to the Texans. They beat the Steelers, and they beat the Bengals in a game that they should have lost.
Yep.
The Patriots, they play the Patriots, and they play the Browns, Eagles, Jets. So they get the Browns and the Jets. They got to play with the Eagles. They got to see what that is. But obviously, they're going to make the playoffs. Are they going to win this game, though?
I know.
Fuck.
I think they're going to make the division race a little more interesting.
Where is it? It's Buffalo and New England.
They're both cold.
It don't matter. It's in New England. Here's the thing. I've went against everything this year in terms of seeing the proof on the field and going, no, this team's good, so they'll win. Like, they're better than what they fucking have shown all year. If the Patriots are this good and they're going to live up to the hype and they're going to have Mike Vrabel walk in and have the answer to shutting down Josh Allen or whatever the goal is, win the game then. Give me New England, because here's how it's going to go. Buffalo loses, I'm out on Buffalo. Just how I said I'm out on Kansas City, I'm out on Kansas City. Don't ask me a fucking thing about Kansas City. Fuck Kansas City. I'm out on Buffalo. If New England loses this game and they look like a team that, yeah, okay, you beat the Browns and the Giants and the Jets, that's cool, but when you play Buffalo, you look like shit. Maybe that first one was a fluke. Who knows? All right, I'm out on New England. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they still win the East. I'm still out on them. God. You're going with Buffalo?
Yeah.
Give me New England. Give me New England. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Nice.
Give me New England. Give me the Patriots. We got the Chargers and the Chiefs. Like I said.
Don't ask me.
Chiefs aren't making the playoffs.
Nope.
Like, is that crazy? Like, I know the Ravens, they shit the bed, but the Chiefs, like, Patrick Mahomes has played every game.
Mahomes has played every game. Rashee Rice has been back since week 6 or week 7, whatever it was.
They've had a plethora of talent walking on and off that field. They've been fine.
Travis Kelce has been healthy. Chris Jones has been healthy. Few injuries for Marquise Brown, which shouldn't affect anything. The team's been healthy. Healthy enough compared to other teams.
Travis Kelce is 1 foot out on a team trying to hold on to a dynasty.
And honestly, it would feel worse. Like, this team looks way worse than they did last year. And last year they looked like shit.
I mean, this is what we thought they should have looked like record-wise last season.
But even, like, gameplay-wise, they felt like they were, regardless of how certain calls went or how a bunch of bullshit went, they looked like a more cohesive unit than they do now. And they didn't have the issue of drops and all these drops leading to interceptions and this Travis Kelce issue and this just injury issue at receiver and all this bullshit. So, they look horrible. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Again, we still have no trust in the Chargers. So it doesn't really, like, me picking the Chargers right now doesn't tell me anything about the Chiefs. It just is what it is. I'm taking the Chargers.
Fuck no. I'm taking the Chargers as well. And I mean, when you look at the Chiefs, if they lose this game, they're 6-8. If they lose this game, they're 6-8. Now they have Tennessee, Denver, and Vegas left, right? So say they go 3-0. Say they go 9-8.
Yeah.
That's still not going to be enough. Because just in the wild card and in the hunt alone, fuck the division. Obviously, there ain't no chance of that. But just in the hunt and wild card alone, you got the Chargers who are 9-4, who if they won this game obviously would be 10-4. You have Buffalo who's 9-4. You have Houston who's 8-5. You have Indianapolis who they're 8-5. They win one fucking game and boom, they're in your way
already
too.
ahead of the Chiefs.
Shit, they're already in their way. They could lose the rest of the season. I think they're still going to be in the Chiefs' way. And even Baltimore is in front of them right now. So they're
Baltimore
fucked.
really doesn't have a shot.
And the only reason Baltimore has a shot is because they could still win their division. The Chiefs are fucked.
There might be, at best, the 7th seed will be 9-8. Like for the Chiefs, like, case of making the playoffs. At best, that last spot is 9-8.
Okay, but right now, there's at least 2 teams that are for sure not going 9-8. So that has to be
exactly. So there's one chance,
saying,
and that's Houston essentially losing out.
Houston has to lose out at 8-5. Indy has to lose out at 8-5, and then obviously Baltimore can't. Well, it does. Well, no, because if Baltimore say they win the division, and since in Pittsburgh's just a game behind Baltimore, Pittsburgh's going to take their spot. They'll take the 9-8 spot, or whatever it is. So, like, it's
definitely if they lose out,
they're fucked.
If they win, they should beat the Jets. They should beat the Raiders.
Still got Denver.
Not gonna. Yes, and you're right. Denver will probably already have clinched the division by then. But the thing is, they'll still be fighting for the 1 seed with the Pats if everything goes well. So they will probably lose to Denver.
Yeah. I would have to agree. I think Kansas City misses the
And
playoffs
the
this year.
problem, the scariest problem is that if they do make the playoffs, they still have a shot.
You know what sucks the most?
What?
It's gonna be like finally, like Josh Allen's gonna win a Super Bowl. It's gonna be like, like it's not like this story where it's like finally beat Mahomes and Lamar, or whatever. It's
No,
all right,
there's
all right.
no. You beat Trevor Lawrence.
He beat Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, and then beat fucking 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers in the AFC Championship game. And then defeated Brock Purdy and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Mac
Like it
Jones and the
just
49ers because Brock Purdy got hurt in the championship game. Yeah.
something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to that 2 months from now when that happens. We'll come back to this clip. But no, I got the Chargers. Chargers win this game. I'm so glad we got to talk about this. Indianapolis versus Seattle. Seattle's winning, right? Like we can get that out the way, right? Like we can.
Yep.
Like Philip Rivers is not getting off of the couch at 44 years old and showing up against that Seattle defense and doing anything relevant to good, decent, productive, worth it. I don't know. Like I don't know what's gonna happen.
The good thing about this situation is that I don't think it's a bad decision. Until we see how bad Philip Rivers plays, like it can go poorly. Like, he can completely eliminate them from the possibility of making the playoffs. At worst, at best, they sneak into the playoffs. But it's not a waste of time, but it's like close to a waste of time. And you're right.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is it a slap in the face to anybody? Is it a slap in the face to any quarterback that's not on a roster?
It shouldn't be a slap in the face. It should be I don't know what I would call it. I know Cam Newton was butthurt, but
So I would say, Philip Rivers, you'd say like, oh, it's not a waste of time getting him. And I'd say definitely not a waste of time, especially if your options are like Philip Rivers or Cam Newton.
Josh
Maybe
Dobbs.
you might pick that person over Cam Newton because obviously Cam Newton goes on his 4th and 1 podcast where he has his fucking guy just dick sucking him in the corner and he's going, it's a slap in my face. I can't believe they didn't even give me a call. I can't even, like, he's dumbfounded. He cannot believe that the Colts decided to sign Philip Rivers over him.
Guess what?
What's up?
5 years ago in 2020, they also decided to sign a 40-year-old Philip Rivers over then 33, 34-year-old Cam Newton.
Yeah.
However the fuck old he was.
Yeah.
32 maybe. Probably.
Yeah.
And he has continued to get not passed over, but overlooked due to his numerous comments after being looked at. So he was looked at, and he was offered a job, and he said, and I quote, "I will not take a job for under $5 million. That's not worth it for me."
And you know what's crazy? There's another quote that's even better. He said, I'm not getting out of bed for the Jets for anything less than 5.5.
5.5.
5.5 million. He added another.
I
He
can
added a half.
guarantee you, Philip Rivers is not making 5.5.
Oh, right now he's signed to
He's
the
playing
veteran.
3 regular season games, but
He's signed to the. He's signed to the. Right now he's signed a veteran practice squad contract.
He is on a practice squad.
he'll be getting paid a salary of 17.5 to 22,000 plus bonuses depending on, his performance and shit. 17.5 to 22,000 a week.
So no, I'm not calling Cam Newton. And yes, it'll like the first few drives will be the Phillip Rivers show, and then it'll turn into a football game.
Maybe.
It'll
Well,
be a just conversation about Phillip Rivers is old and all this, and can he still throw and all this. But even a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers still has a better arm than Cam Newton, whose arm eluded him toward the end of his career 5 years ago.
Well, see, because that was the thing. It was like Cam Newton was he was like Anthony Richardson with a better arm, right? So when you lose that arm and you just have your athleticism to rely on, you're kind of like Anthony Richardson. And
Yes.
shocker, I don't know if this is gonna blow your mind or not. Daniel Jones was picked to play over Anthony Richardson, and is like was way better than him. Like was just playing way better than him.
Yeah.
And
This also
now
have like between the time that Cam was no longer on a football team and now, this is not the only job that has been open. Not even close.
no, but it's just he does this thing every time though, where it's like I can't believe he didn't call me. It's like I can't believe you haven't
Yeah.
realized that between your
They're not going to
attitude,
call you.
the attitude, the demand for more money, and the fact that you sucked. Like you sucked your last. If you want to look at it, I got it right here. Phillip Rivers in 2020 threw for 4,169 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 68 completion percentage. Cam's last 2 years, so the Patriots year, and then when he was back in Carolina,
I'm back.
those 2 years combined, he threw for 3,341 yards, 12 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 63 completion percentage. Cam sucks. That's why he's not getting called. Cause fuck it. You want 5.5? All right, if you were worth it, you'd be getting paid 5.5. Because guess what?
Yep.
You had this same fucking attitude when you were an MVP. So guess what? You can get put up with if it's worth it. You can get 5.5 if it's worth it. But here's the reality. You can pay Justin Fields less and still get more if you're the fucking Jets. You can pay Phillip Rivers 44 with a fucking beer belly who doesn't drink. He's just fucking Christian. It's like here's the thing, bro got a beer belly and is sober.
He doesn't drink and he looks terrible.
Bro got a Blake Bortles body and don't drink. Like it's just it don't make any sense. But I mean, and Blake Bortles was atrocious. But I'm just saying, it's like the fact that Cam Newton hasn't realized, and maybe he realized, maybe he knows. It's like, buddy, you're going on ESPN to bitch with Stephen A tomorrow. Like, you're not playing football.
Let well enough be. Like, you had your career. You've made your mistakes. That's fine. Please stop this revolving door of like, nah, I'm definitely top 32 if I played in the NFL right now. Like, I could start on a team. Go start on a football team. Like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. But
Did he
I
say
can
that?
guarantee you that if he took the league min, he would be a starter on a football team after the Carolina Panthers. After that year, he would be a starter. If he had no demands, he said, "I just want to play football." He would be on a team.
Did he say he was top 32? Did he say there wasn't 32 people better than him?
He says that every week. He says that at least once a year. He says it all
I
the
wasn't
time.
sure if that was a.
That's not recent.
Okay.
He said it.
I wasn't sure if that
He
was
said
an
it.
actual.
I don't know, 2 years ago. It was one of those things where his co-host just agrees with him. He goes, "I'm top 32. Like, there's not 32 guys better than me." He says it all the time, and he still believes it.
Yeah, but there's like.
And even if it was true, you're
There's about
the 32nd
55.
best quarterback is not getting paid $5.5 million.
And see, here's the thing. Even if he believes there's not 32 quarterbacks better than him, there's about 150 with less attitude and will play for less money.
For sure.
So, it is what it is. But either way, the Seahawks will beat the Colts because it's Phillip Rivers and the Colts. It is what it is. And then we really just got I guess just the rest of the games for the week. You got the Rams in Detroit.
I want to see a fire
Now,
sale. I want to see an absolute.
the last thing, and it's like the last thing I fucking need is this being like a fantastic game. And then Jahmyr Gibbs breaks off for like back-to-back 80-yard touchdowns, and it's just like over mid-third quarter.
I know.
Like that would suck. That would suck so much dick. I want this game. I want this game to be so good that we want it to be. Well, I guess the NFC Championship. Like we want a rematch of this game. Like
That would be awesome.
This is the two best teams in the NFC playing each other. I mean, shit,
Yep.
on our power ranking, these are the two best teams playing each
Yep.
other. I don't know. I like the Rams. I don't like Detroit, but they're both fucking good, and I don't know who to go with here.
I want the Rams here. Detroit has struggled against decent defenses. I think if the Lions go down at all early in that game, they have to rely on the pass game, which hasn't been sort of, I guess, what it once was. I mean, they've really not relied on Jahmyr Gibbs, but he's been the biggest factor. And you're looking at a Rams team that relies a lot more on their passing than they used to with Kyron Williams this time last year had fucking 15 plus touchdowns or whatever it was. This year he's a little bit more quiet. Passing game is through the roof, so defense is great.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been healthy all year.
No, but even still, like their running game in general, they haven't used that as much. All things equal, yeah, I think the Rams will skirt it out. Hopefully, it's close though.
Detroit. Oh, it's the Stafford versus Detroit. I didn't even put that together. I didn't even think about that.
Well, that's both of them. There's the trade thing.
Stafford versus Detroit.
Jared
Goff and his old team. Jared Goff made a fucking
Jared Goff
Super
did
Bowl.
not make
You
a
know who
Super
else?
Bowl, actually. That was PS. So fuck out of here.
You know who else made a Super Bowl? Trent Dilfer.
I was about to say.
I don't care. I don't care who made a fucking Super Bowl.
I was either going to say Jeff Garcia or Trent Dilfer. Trent
Dilfer made a Super. Rex Grossman was in a Super Bowl. What are we talking about right now? I don't give a fuck if Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl. Jared Goff is the greatest system quarterback of all time. He was on a fantastic Rams team when he was over there. He was on an amazing Rams team when he was over there. And then it got even better with Stafford.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're telling me with this team, with this Lions team, you're telling me Stafford wouldn't be destroying the league the same way he is with the Rams? Oh my God.
They wouldn't have this team if Stafford was still there. But
no.
But I mean, they should have switched back. Can we
you switch
flip flop real quick?
You switch back right there. Yeah, no, Detroit's absolutely winning a fucking Super Bowl. But I guess I'll go Rams. I mean, I gotta go with the Rams. I can't gas them up this much and then go with Detroit. But I won't be surprised if Detroit wins this game.
I would not be surprised.
I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be a little worried about having to hear Lions fans celebrate a fucking first Super Bowl ever. So that would suck. I really don't want.
I'm gonna be honest. At this point, like that's one of the best case scenarios. The Lions in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't know if I could stand their fans, man. Like I
I
need
would
some
be
low
fine
key
with it.
fans to win the Super. I need some low key, especially after Philly. Like I need some low key fans to win the Super Bowl this year. Like the Rams don't even have. They barely have fans. Like it's like you
You're
know
right.
they like
If
let
the
the Rams
Chargers, I
win
would
it and be quiet.
love to see the Super Bowl parade if the Chargers won. It would
If the
be in
Chargers win a
San
Super
Diego,
Bowl, I was just about to say if the Chargers win a Super Bowl, they might have to have their parade in San Diego.
and the Rams might have to have it in St. Louis.
Well, no, I mean their one in LA was it was what it was. Matt Stafford was
Yeah,
hammered, which is
he
always the
was
best of
with his big
mid,
chunky veneers.
Dude, Matt Stafford's teeth. I
Too
get it.
perfect.
Like I get it,
Mr.
but
Potato Head level.
it's not that it's too perfect. These motherfuckers get these veneers and they are just too big.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they're
pretty gnarly.
so prominent. It's like I don't know, like you can't get teeth that like where you can tell, right? Like okay, for instance, like
People,
I'll tell you like think about Terrell Suggs, right? He used to have some
hmm
he threw damn car horn honking at this time. That's weird. But I'm saying like think of Terrell Suggs and the chompers he had, right? And then when he got his teeth, it was almost like, oh, okay. Like to me when Terrell Suggs got those veneers, it didn't look like he overstepped. Like it looked like it fit his face. If that makes any sense.
yeah,
Like Matt Stafford threw in some fucking chompers, like just some fucking, and it's
it's like,
and
give me the biggest
you
shits you
know
get. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. He got some fucking chompers on him. So give me give me the Rams. I guess yeah. Give me Green Bay versus Denver.
Fuck.
No idea.
This is when Green Bay needs to turn it on. Denver's Denver. I mean, you can't count them out. They've only lost 2 games. They can eke one out, but the Packers need to show why they're an important team.
I believe that, and this is just like I said, how I feel about Chicago or New England, even Denver. It's like it's these teams who, have won a lot of games, have the best records in the NFL, but don't look that good. And I know
Yeah,
Denver has they have a great defense with an offense that does enough. I don't think that their offense will be able to keep up in this game. I think Green Bay has a way better offense. I think their defense will keep it interesting for a while. But I think that once it breaks, 7 point, 10 point lead,
yeah,
after that, shit, you could force Green Bay to punt the rest of the game. And I don't know if Denver comes back. It's not the Giants. They're not getting this
no,
magic comeback, whatever. It's not what's happening. Um,
no,
I think Denver loses solely to just not being able to just duel with the Packers.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Josh Jacobs is questionable from what I've read. So he is going to be coming in banged up again. But since he's been back,
Their
he's been playing banged up, and they'll
their
be all right.
backup has been their backup's been fine. Was it
Their
Wilson or
backup,
somebody?
shit. I'm about to say their backup. Is it Emmanuel Wilson?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm
been
about to say
more
we
than
gave
okay.
him fucking. He's on the fucking Opoid chart this year. Like
Yeah,
their backup running back did
he's
perfectly
been
fine.
doing it. So
Um, so give me Green Bay. Give me Green Bay for that game. Um, pretty. I'm gonna say by a good 10 points. Dallas versus Minnesota.
Dallas, Minnesota's
So
in the
Dallas,
absolute bottom barrel. Now they did skunk us, but that's us. So
they put it on y'all.
we're not a team. Like I'm glad that that loss somehow went under the radar in all of the weirdness that happened in the NFL last week. So I'm fine that kind of
Yeah.
slipped by. No one wants to give Nine his props for throwing 3 touchdowns after all the bashing he got and continues to get. But no, I mean, it's unrepeatable, especially against the Cowboys. Cowboys will win this game.
Cowboys will win this game, and what's even more interesting is Cowboys have a shot at still making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? They had an 8% chance. They win this game, that bumps up a little bit more, especially with that tie. That tie can help them.
Oh my god, dude, this tie might save their whole fucking season. I was sitting here
For real.
saying, I'm maybe like a month ago, I think I predicted them to go 8-1. And now
A lot better than
when
8
you're
and
looking
9.
at it's a lot better than 8-9, but when you're looking at it right now, they're so they play Minnesota, they play the Chargers, they play Washington, and they play the Giants. Say they steal one from the Chargers and they go 4-0. They're 10-6-1. They lose. Fuck it. They lose to the Chargers. They're 9-7-1. That's gonna be a lot better than any team sitting there being 9-8. I mean,
For
it's
real.
gonna be a
Yeah.
lot better. And fuck it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and definitively. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna bank on them making the playoffs. But if those fuckers steal one from the Chargers and end up going 4-0,
Yeah.
10-6-1. I mean, there's no way they missed the playoffs 10-6-1 this year.
Hell no.
I don't think
Not
so.
in the NFC. No.
I don't. I mean, if I'm looking just to be sure, just to be safe, if I want to look at the playoffs, go to the NFC. If I want to go to the playoffs and go to the NFC, if I want to go to the playoffs, there we go. If I want to go to the playoffs and then go over to the NFC, I mean, you got Seattle who's 10-3. You got San Fran who's 9-4. Ooh. Then you got Chicago who's 9-4. And then you got Detroit who's in the hunt right now at 8-5. And then you got Tampa who's 7-7, and then whoever between them, Carolina, might be still sitting in front of Dallas. And then you got Dallas at
But
6-6-1.
10-6-1 should get them into the playoffs.
10-6-1 should get them over Chicago.
Chicago.
Now, are we gonna? I don't think San Fran. I don't think San Fran. I don't think they go 10-7. Those fuckers already have 10 wins, or they have 9 wins. I don't know if I don't think they're going 1-3 for the rest of the year. Seattle, same thing. Seattle already has 10 wins. Detroit, they're 8-5. They're probably going to finish with 10 wins. They lose to the Rams. They can still win out. I'm still keeping. Yeah, I said it about a month ago, and I'm gonna stand on it. Dallas ain't making the playoffs. Dallas ain't making the playoffs. There's too many teams. There's too many. There's too many. Because even if the Bucks fucking went out, sure they'd bump Carolina out the way, but like I said, you still got Dallas. Excuse me. Detroit is in the hunt right now at 8-5.
Yes.
We're talking about Dallas possibly finishing 10-6-1. That's if they beat the Chargers. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they beat the Chargers.
They will beat Minnesota though. So
they will.
If they lose to
Minnesota,
they're definitely out. But if they beat Minnesota, they have a shot.
But if they finish 3-1 and they're 9-7-1, then I'm for sure with Detroit being in the hunt and what else you have. They're gonna have to win it. They're gonna have to get at least that 10th win.
Yep.
Because I think even Chicago, they're gonna finish probably 10-7. So even Chicago's gonna have a better, more wins than them. But I guess Dallas it is. Arizona versus Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, Houston. And what's funny about Houston is they got Arizona, Vegas, the Chargers, and then the Colts. So those fuckers are going to sneak into the playoffs too.
God damn.
Those fuckers might, they're sitting at what are they sitting at? Like 10, 9. I think they have 9, 8 and 5 maybe. They're sitting at 8 and 5.
8-5. They're 8-5.
They might sneak right into the playoffs too. Cleveland versus Chicago. Must see
Chicago.
television.
All day.
Must see television, Devin. Come on. It's must see television. You got Caleb Williams versus Shador Sanders. I can't even fucking pretend like I care. Shador sucks. This Bears team Bears defense should probably tear him apart.
Yep.
If he does make it a game, I mean, I'm gonna assume it's probably gonna be like dink and dunks and Jerry Jeudy yakking up 40 to 50 yards after the catch. But no, this team, the Bears are a lot better than the Raiders and Titans. And I know that's a shocker. Like, I know that's, usually that's not a phrase. That's usually not something you can say. They're usually all shit. But the Bears this year, they have 9 wins. They're a better football team than they usually are. And they're a lot better football team than the Cleveland Browns, who lost to the Titans.
Yep.
They lost to the Titans.
The worst team in all of football.
They fucking barely beat Vegas. I mean, this team sucks. I need people to remember that Shador fans got excited when he lost to the Titans. I couldn't imagine Lamar throws for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and runs for another 50 and a 5th touchdown and then lost to the Titans. I wouldn't give an absolute fuck, but hey, I'm not a Browns or Shador Sanders fan, so I guess I wouldn't know what I'd be rooting for. But give me Chicago as well. I will take Chicago. Vegas versus Philly. Philly better fucking show us something.
Philly needs something because holy fuck, they suck.
If Philly even goes in this game,
why he's still a quarterback.
Jalen Hurts. Fuck Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
If Vegas makes this a game, Philly shouldn't even. If Philly doesn't win this game by more than 10, they should just be eliminated from the playoffs.
I agree.
Fuck it. Just make new rules. Throw them out there. I don't know. We have the Jets and the Jaguars. Jacksonville might just win the fucking South, so that's awesome. I'm assuming you're going to take Jacksonville. That's who I'm going to go with. Washington versus the New York Giants. Give me the New York.
They beat us, bro.
Give me the New York Giants. Because what y'all rock with Marcus Mariota, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I'll take the Commanders just because, but.
Oh wait, are you sure?
I swear to God, Jaden Daniels plays another snap.
Hold on, wait, though. Hold on.
No, Jaden's out this week.
Hold on, I'm not fucking. What, you think I'm over here worried about Jaden Daniels? You think I'm worried about Jaden Daniels? You think I care about what Jaden Daniels is doing this Sunday? I don't give an absolute fuck. I don't give a motherfuck. I don't care. Unfortunately, it is going to be Jackson Dart playing. But I would have loved the Jameis Winston Marcus Mariota matchup.
That'd be cool.
In 2025, Mariota versus Jameis Winston. Come on.
Super cool.
But yeah, give me the Giants. Give me the Giants. We have, what do we got? Oh, Tennessee versus San Fran. We'll just skate on by that. San Fran, they get to play Tennessee, Indianapolis, Chicago, and then Seattle. So those fuckers are going to sneak right into the playoffs as well. Miami versus Pittsburgh. Lucky bastards.
I know. Miami looks better than they did slightly, but Pittsburgh should have no issue.
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to see Miami pull out a dub, and maybe who knows, Devin Chain goes crazy and Minka gets revenge or whatever the fuck. But I think Pittsburgh wins this game pretty easily. Actually, I think they pretty much dominate the Dolphins there. And then Carolina versus New Orleans. We kind of talked about that when we talked about the Bucs game. I think Carolina beats New Orleans. Carolina's
wins.
fighting
Carolina
for
wins the
the
division.
number 1 spot. Carolina wins this, and they beat Tampa once, and they're good. That's it. That's all they got to do. Win 2 more games, and that's it. Now, like we said, they lose to Tampa twice, and then lose to fucking Seattle. Then obviously season down the toilet. But I think as of right now, Carolina has the driving. They are in the driving seat. They're going to be 8-6. They're going to win the NFC South. Carolina's winning this football game. But with that being said, Devin, we predicted every single game. We talked Thursday Night Football. Odell ain't making enough money. Cam Newton's getting theoretically or metaphorically slapped in the face. And Sharon Moore, you are a fucking crazy. You're one crazy motherfucker. I'll say that.
Crazy guy.
That's a fucking. That's a weirdo. That's a weirdo. It's a Michigan weirdo. Michigan, which I don't want to put that on Michigan. They already got enough problems going on. So wherever he's from, that place. Where is he from? Just before we get out of here, where is Sharon Moore from? You know, I'm curious. Can you take a guess? You want to take a guess? Let's both guess.
Not really.
No, let's guess. It's a state. What state is Sharon Moore from? I'm gonna guess.
Illinois.
Illinois. Now he coached in Michigan. I was going Southern. I'm gonna go Texas. Sharon Moore is from Kansas.
I was much closer. Not really.
He's from
we were both equally.
He's from. I was gonna say he went to the University of Oklahoma. I mean, I was pretty. I mean, Texas. I mean, I was pretty close. It's not like I'm just like literally touching, but no. Yeah, he's from Derby, Kansas.
Sick.
Derby, Kansas. He ruined his career before he turned 40. Good job.
Impressive.
Way to do that before your 40th birthday. He's younger than LeBron James and 2 quarterbacks that are going to start this weekend. 3 quarterbacks that are going to start this weekend. No. Stafford's only 37, 38. 39.
38 or 39.
He might.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
No.
Might be 3 quarterbacks starting.
We'll see. 2 at least.
But yeah, I guess with all that being said, Evan, is there anything that you need to say before we get out of here?
No. Shout out Pete Alonso. Thanks for coming to the US.
Alonso. Yeah, great things. great things to come in Baltimore. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know what a first baseman's gonna do. Is he gonna change the organization?
Hit bombs.
Is that what?
That's it.
Is that all y'all were missing? Were the Orioles just missing one?
Hell no.
Is that it?
We got so many other problems that we're not gonna address, but it's all right.
Well, that's all right. At least you're giving one guy hundreds of millions of dollars. Because baseball, you can do that. But with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We'll be back on Tuesday to discuss all these games, see who's in, see who's out, see who sucks, see who doesn't suck as much. Power rankings, awards, all that shit, Devin. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We will be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.